Okay, let's see what lesson 264 holds for us today. I am surrounded by the love of God. Okay. Father, you stand before me. Lesson 264 holds for us today. Gotta mute. I am surrounded by the love of God. Hearing myself in stereo. Okay, we'll start again. Lesson 264. I am surrounded by the love of God. Father, you stand before me, behind me, beside me, and in the place I see myself and everywhere I go. You are in all the things I look upon, the sounds I hear, and every hand that reaches for my own. In you, time disappears, and place becomes a meaningful belief. I apologize. In you, time disappears, and place becomes a meaningless belief. For what surrounds your son and keeps him safe is love itself. There is no source but this, and nothing is that does not share its holiness. That stands beyond your one creation, or without the love which holds all things within itself. Father, your son is like yourself. We come to you in your own name today to be at peace within your everlasting love. My brothers, join with me in this today. This is salvation's prayer. Must we not join in what will save the world along with us? I am surrounded by the love of God. Now I'm going to channel and I'm going to bring forth the presence of Mary Magdalene, who to me is the most loving, just loving maternal presence that I've ever known. She is extraordinary. I have a very personal relationship with her. And she was the wife of Jesus and the mother of his children. And she came to me back in 2020 and asked if I would do a journey of a year with her, going through the lessons of A Course in Miracles, as she brings forth the divine wisdom, the divine feminine wisdom of the lessons. Once again, today's lesson is 264. I am surrounded by the love of God. Let's see what she has to say. Greetings, beloved ones. There are many times in your existences, in your cycles of incarnation, where you will come to believe that you stand alone. You will come to believe that there is not one who truly understands you, feels you, sees you, knows you, understands you. This could not be farther from the truth. For that very essence of your beingness, the very substance which created you is that of love, is that of God. So God not only stands there as you, in you, with you, and through you, but completely surrounds you. It is like having the most exquisite cushion of love that embraces you, stands before you, stands behind you, stands to either side of you, above you, below you, and within you. Being sure and certain of this knowledge that you are surrounded by the love of God would mean that everything that you look upon is seen through the lens and through the eyes of love. When you look upon the world with this vision, when you look upon the world with compassion, it will give you a sense of empathy, a sense of sympathy, and a sense of compassion for every being and the journey that they are undertaking, because, beloveds, you will come to see that they are you. And the things that they feel and the things that they say are indeed all an aspect of you. So allow yourself to love all of you. Allow yourself to know that you are surrounded by the love of God and are the very embodiment of that same love. And then when you have an altercation with another, what you will be able to do is say, they too are surrounded by the love of God. They are a reflection, they are a mirror an aspect of myself? Where can I see what is similar between us rather than looking for what is different? Where can I see what is the same between us? Where can I see love within them and allow myself to see that same love within myself? Closer and closer you become to understanding, beloveds, that veil that separates you is so sheer, is so thin. And you also come to understand that the veil that separates you from the understanding that God is as you are and you are as God is, once again becomes thinner and sheer as well. And you allow yourself to look upon another and see their pain and see their angst and see their turmoil and recognize it as your own. And then you turn within, beloveds, and you allow yourself to do the work of reconciliation, of reconciling that God embraces you, all of you, and every circumstance and every condition and every person is all an expression of the highest aspects of love. So you bring yourself to bear through what it is that you consider to be the turmoil of life, and you say, if I am surrounded by the love of God, then so are you. And you graciously extend to another the sure and certain knowledge that God is where they are, as surely as God is where you are. And then you can say, let me try and understand that which I have misunderstood. Let me try and feel within my heart their pain, their angst, their fears. Let me reconcile the place where I have judged them and I have cast aspersions upon them and I have criticized. For all you are ultimately doing, beloveds, is criticizing your own same self. God does not criticize you. God loves you. It is the egoic mind that says there is separation that will cause criticism, that will cause you to want to say, this is not right, this should be different than it is, rather than embracing it all and saying, thank you for the lessons of love that are placed before me. Thank you for the ways in which I am being taught, whether I am aware of it or not, that only love is real. The places where I can listen to the voices that speak to me as my own. Know always, beloveds, that every voice that speaks to you is indeed the voice of God, for you are surrounded by God everywhere. God is in your mind, God is in your thoughts, God is in your shoes and in your clothing, God is in the food that you eat and whatever it is that you drink. God is in the job that you have. God is in every circumstance, every condition, every relationship that you have. For God is, and you are, and they are one and the same. So allow yourself to celebrate and to feel the joy and to know that you are indeed surrounded by the love of God, sustained by the love of God, supported and created by the love of God. For God's one expression is love, and you are the manifestation of that love. So give yourself a break. Stop being so hard on yourselves, beloveds. Allow love to creep in, to seep in to the places where you have held yourself and others in judgment and disdain. None of that is the truth of you. The truth of you is beauty and grace and divinity and holiness. And this is for you to remember. This is your journey of remembrance, beloveds. And your desire is to return to Source. So allow yourself the dignity and the grace of remembering who you are, and that you are indeed surrounded by the love of God, for that is all that is true, and that is all that is real. And lay aside the false idols, lay aside what is anything other than the truth of you, and go with our blessings always, beloved ones. We love you, and we will speak with you again. Whew. And the violet ray of Saint Germain comes blazing in on us. Love you. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you, Lorianne. My love to all of you. Thank you for being here. It's great to have you all here. Much love, everyone. And I will talk to you soon. And I'll see you tomorrow.